Good evening. I'm honored to be here tonight to celebrate and recognize someone whose integrity, compassion, and dedication to the community inspire me and countless others every single day. He's my best friend and my soulmate, my husband, Chad Tucker. To our part of the world, Chad is known for his giving heart and his long-standing commitment to sharing meaningful stories through his television segment, Chad's Folks. Through his work, he connects us all, reminding us of the power of kindness, resilience, and community. It's a privilege to stand beside him tonight as we honor the impact he continues to make in so many lives, both on and off the TV screen. Let's take a look.
Empathy. That single word describes Chad Tucker and his reporting and anchoring style. Empathy when it comes to dealing with a grieving family, a parent's school concerns, or a craftsman creating a work of art. Chad has done it all.
It's the perfect Christmas tree.
Currently, he's the feature reporter of the popular series Chad's Folks on WGHP TV.
That's what life's all about.
His stories inspire and educate viewers on the people and places that make North Carolina so special. In addition, he co-anchors the top-rated Fox 8 4 p.m. news. His more than 30-year journey started way back when he was 12. A self-described trailer park kid, he began spending time at his hometown radio station, WKTE-AM. Living with dyslexia, something he would discover in adulthood, he struggled in school, but found his voice as a radio announcer for the country bluegrass station. At 15, Chad began writing articles for his hometown newspaper, the former King Times News.
Good evening, I'm Chad Tucker.
While studying journalism at East Carolina University, he began working as a news producer for WNCT-TV, which later promoted him to a general assignment reporter before he even graduated. He would spend those early years covering Eastern North Carolina, from agricultural hardships to hurricanes and floods. WNCT's coverage and its role as a lifeline to the community during the historic Hurricane Floyd and the flooding that followed led to an Edward R. Murrow Award for Excellence in Broadcast Journalism.
Crossing High Point Road.
He came to WGHP-TV in 2002, starting as a nightside reporter covering his share of breaking news, crime, and city council meetings. He honed his storytelling skills, turning the mundane into something special. It goes back to that word to describe him: empathy. That approach helped him tell stories of triumph and tragedy.
One of many stories similar to this.
A great example, and there are many, is the time he covered the flooding from Hurricane Matthew. He was doing a live shot at noon, and this woman, Johnny, literally walked out of the floodwaters, and Chad put his arm around her to comfort her. It was a deeply human moment on TV. When others would be concerned about getting the story and peppering a victim with unending questions, Chad was concerned about Johnny.
Johnny Gaddy's story here in Lumberton.
Chad has won Emmy Awards for his stories and writing. He's been a part of an RTDNAC and Regional Murrow Award-winning newsroom. He has authored several regional history books and taught journalism for 15 years at local universities. While the awards are nice and his devotion to the viewers in the Piedmont Triad is never ending, it all comes in second behind his family. Over the past 3 decades, Chad has shared countless stories of people's hope, joy, and pain, including his own family's journey through childhood cancer. His youngest daughter's 858-day battle with leukemia became one of his most powerful and personal stories. Through social media, Chad connected directly with viewers, sharing his daughter's daily struggles, pain, and triumphs. His raw and heartfelt posts moved people around the world, raising much-needed awareness for childhood cancer and research. Today, his daughter is in remission. During their cancer journey, Chad and his family raised over $3 million for pediatric cancer organizations and research. His advocacy for the bone marrow registry led many in the community, and Chad himself, to join the worldwide database. He was found to be a perfect match for a 40-year-old Australian woman with leukemia. She is alive today, thanks to Chad's life-saving bone marrow donation. His family and friends went on to create a childhood cancer foundation that raises funds for the pediatric oncology clinic that helped save his daughter. The organization also provides comfort books to children battling the disease and awards scholarships to the next generation of medical heroes. Chad's love for animals helped bring attention to neglected and abandoned dogs. One story about a dog named Susie who was set on fire and left for dead drew statewide attention and led to tougher animal abuse legislation known as Susie's Law. Chad's heart for children with intellectual and physical disabilities led him and a group of friends to raise $500,000 to build an all-inclusive playground in his hometown of Keene.
Chad, my hat's off to you and all.
His storytelling and outreach rallied neighbors to volunteer all the labor needed to build everyone's playground in just 1 week. Today, children of all abilities have a place to play.
Hey, I'm Chad Tucker.
If his subdued southern drawl doesn't give away his Tar Heel roots, Chad's personality certainly does.
Merry Christmas!
He has a deep appreciation for small town folks, a passion for North Carolina history, and a love of Andy Griffith Show reruns. Chad and his wife Meredith have 3 young, rambunctious children. The oldest is the best big sister who keeps everyone in line. The middle, who bravely battled cancer, isn't afraid of much. And the youngest believes he's Spider-Man and is ready to take on the world.
Until next time, we appreciate you. You're like a natural in this. You want to do it one more time? You're doing it? You're doing natural. You're great. Yeah, one more time. Here we go. You ready?
Please help me welcome your newest Silver Circle member, Chad Tucker.
I was telling them, when they called and told me that I was going to be inducted into the Silver Circle, I said to my wife, I said, I think that's for people who's worked for more than 25 years in this business. I said, I don't think that's right. And she goes, you've been working in this business for more than 25 years. I said, but we've got little kids. We've got a kindergartner. And she goes, that's why you'll be working for another 25 years. But I wouldn't be here and I wouldn't been able to do all that without my wife, who's standing beside me tonight. Why don't you stand right here? We walked through a lot of tough times and long roads and learned really quickly in life about how precious life is and how short it is and how it's the little things that are the most important. We've done a lot of things together, and some of that includes taking our kids along with us to a number of things, a number of events, a number of parades, sometimes the office and award show, and we make it work like so many of us in this room do, and they like the award shows. They like to dress up, so. Becky's talking about the calling that so many of us get. I want to tell you about my calling and when it came about. When I was little, I didn't have a lot of friends. I would be playing in the neighborhood, and about 5 o'clock every day, I would just up and start running toward the house. And all my friends, the friends I had, would say, where are you going? And I would say, the news is coming on. Don't you watch the news? None of my friends watch the news, but I ran home at 5 o'clock every day to watch the news. There was something about live TV. There was something about seeing someone live on the scene and being in your living room that just captivated me. And it was the news. At 5 o'clock, Andy Griffith came on at 5:30, so I know every single episode. Anybody want to do trivia with me? I've got you. But it was something about that. I lost my father before I could ever speak. I was 7 months old. And by 4th grade, my stepdad, who loved me as his own, and I called him Dad. He was fighting a brain tumor, and they said he wouldn't see me grow up. Broadcasting and running home at 5 o'clock gave me a place to escape. It gave me a place to breathe, a place to dream. My parents and my granny believed in me enough to wake up before 5 o'clock on the weekends and drive this 12-year-old boy to the radio station so he could work. I still don't understand how they hired a 12-year-old to work at the radio station. But they did. They did. They gave me a chance. We didn't have much, but Mom, who's watching from home tonight in North Carolina, and my dad did give me everything we needed. They gave us everything that mattered, like a brother who's with me tonight. Everyone needs a cheerleader like him. I come from a place where moms and dads and grandmas and grandpas teach you that doing good is better than looking good. They taught us to show up, never quit, and treat people right. After Dad passed, Mom became both mom and dad, saving every dime so her boys could chase their dreams, so their boys could go to college. If you look at photos of me in 8th grade band concert with my mom, and you look at my high school photos with my mom, I'll never forget noticing she's wearing the same dress because she made sacrifices, would never buy her something new so that she could send her boys to college. In all of those seasons, I learned to find joy, even in the valleys, and to value the simple things, not stuff. Some of those same lessons I try to share every day with the people who make Chad's folks, because let's be honest, people are hungry for stories with heart, stories that remind us that there's still good in the world, stories that give our souls a little bit of light. I know a long list of people who deserve this so much more than me, but I'm grateful that someone thought this boy from the foothills of North Carolina deserved this. Granny used to say, be proud of your work and don't forget to say thank you. So thank you. Whoever nominated me, thank you. Thank you to the Silver Circle Board and to those who opened doors for me when I was just a kid. Thank you to Rodney Booth, who gave me a chance at 12. Again, I still don't understand how he hired a 12-year-old to work at a radio station, but I appreciate him giving me a chance. To WNCT's Carla Alligood, who taught that young, eager intern that we're just the bridge in someone else's story. And that, yes, you do have to wear makeup. Sorry, but you do. To Alan Hoffman for teaching me to write for the ear and not to button both buttons on my jacket on live TV. To Woody Spencer, who shared a love of Charles Kuralt with me and showed me that no matter the assignment, always approach it with kindness. Kindness will always win. To my WGHP family, my general manager, Jim Himes, thank you for your continued faith and support of me. To my news director, Kevin Daniels, who I'll never forget on my very first day, June 7th, 2002, he told me, I'll never lie to you. I'll never lie to you. That honesty has been the greatest gift. We all need to hear the truth, no matter how good you think you are, no matter how good you think that story was, or no matter how nice you thought that tie looked on air. You need someone to tell you the truth. To producer David Weatherly, thank you for trusting me with your series that you started back in the 1980s, the Roy's Folk series. What a legacy, what a gift. To Keith Hale, photojournalist and producer who I work with daily, thanks for always making me look good. My wife appreciates that. To my co-anchor, Natalie Wilson, and friends at work like Cindy Farmer, you all light. Your light is so contagious. And to our viewers, thank you for letting me into your homes and your lives, for letting me be a part of something bigger than myself. And to my kids who are here tonight, you don't know it yet, but one day I'll tell you the story about how you saved me. It's my story, and I'm saving it for you. I appreciate you. Thank you.
To introduce our next honoree, please